Hello everyone, X-Wall Kill Bethelite here. And one interesting thing about Jehovah's Witnesses is their overall worldview. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses don't get into charities. There's a reason why they don't really get involved with establishing any charities. They don't really do anything serious with charities. They don't think that that's going to solve anything. They don't think that that's really going to fix anything. They don't think that that's really what's important. Jehovah's Witnesses don't really vote. They don't really get involved with politics. And there's a reason beyond their view of trying to be no part of the world. There's a reason beyond that, and that's their world view, that there isn't a way that, let's say, democracy in America can work. They don't believe democracy can work. They essentially don't believe any style of human government can work. If you really sit down and talk to a Jehovah's Witness that is actually indoctrinated in that belief system, they don't believe charities will work. They don't believe any system of government will work to make things better. And also churches. Why are Jehovah's Witnesses against any church? A lot of it is the same world view. None of these churches can help. They don't even believe God can help humanity through all the established Christian churches in the world. They don't think anything will work except for one thing. And that is this is the worldview. The only thing that will work, the only thing worth focusing on or investing time in is to wipe out anyone off the planet that has a different worldview. For Jehovah's Witnesses, their worldview, their almost political view is that nothing will work. You can't fix humanity. The only thing that can work is to kill off everybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness. So they believe that they're just going to keep trying to make people join their church, and then ultimately God is going to, through an apocalyptic war, kill everyone who is not a Jehovah's Witness, and then we can start making things better, right? And then we'll rebuild a humanity of all Jehovah's Witnesses. The only way for a Jehovah's Witness for everything to be better is if no one has a different view, no one has a different opinion. And the punishment for going against the popular view or Jehovah's Witness view would have to be death. You'd have to just kill anybody that thinks different. The overall world view is probably either just as stringent or worse than the Islamic extremists. The difference is that Jehovah's Witnesses are waiting for God to kill everyone. Stop me when I'm lying. Some of the Muslim extremists, they're going to get involved and they're going to try to change things themselves. They're going to try to bring about change themselves. The extremists in the world, they also probably think, well, they have to have ultimate control for anything to be better. The difference is Watchtower believes the same, but they're waiting for God to kill everyone that doesn't follow Watchtower. Now, one of the things that's interesting is that this is a religion that has this worldview. Most of Christianity believes that they can go out and make a change in the world. They believe that they can go out and be good citizens and change things one day at a time. Jehovah's Witnesses are more, hey, you can't fix anything, you can't change anything, charities won't matter, other churches can't do anything, the government can't do anything, it doesn't matter who you vote in, they can't do anything. The only thing that's going to fix things, because other people may view things the same way, that nothing in place currently will fix things. But their view of what the solution to all of this is, and I went the wrong way. Their view of the solution to all of this is essentially kill anybody that goes against Watchtower. If everybody follows Watchtower, everything will be great. Anybody goes against Watchtower, we just kill them, or God should kill them, or the government that would work. Is anybody having a difference of opinion or anything like that just gets killed? That is an interesting view. That is a very interesting view. And the flaw, one of the major flaws to this view is if everyone was killed except for members of Watchtower, you still would have the same problems, because Watchtower has the same problems as everyone else. They just use what's called shunning, and if they shun someone, you turn your back on it and pretend it's not there, but you still have the same problem. You still have the same problem within Watchtower. You still have marriages that end because of infidelity. You still have people that have sex outside of marriage. You still have people, I knew people growing up. As far as theft, I know people who were born and raised JW and they got felonies. Why do they have felonies? Because they tried to steal things. I'm not going to put the name out there because that would just be wrong, but I know people growing up that were born and raised JW and end up in all kinds of legal problems because Jehovah's Witnesses want to believe that they are just better than everybody else, and the solution to all the world's problems is kill off everybody except for them. But in reality, the reason why that would not work, that worldview would not work, is my family that I grew up in. I was born and raised Jehovah's Witness. Did we not have divorces and every problem imaginable in our family? Yep. We had divorce. My elder stepdad, divorced, and our family broke up, and we had the same problems everybody else has. You know what I mean? So you would kill off everyone through the apocalypse. Watchtower's weapon of mass destruction is God himself. God himself is going to be used to kill everyone except for people that are Jehovah's Witnesses. You still have all the same problems. You still have all the same problems. So now the population is smaller, and in order to fix problems, you just have to kill off everybody that goes against the grain. Why don't people who are Jehovah's Witness just join extreme Islam? Just join extreme Islam. Chop off anybody's hand that steals something, and chop off anybody's head that views things a different way, and throw people off roofs. There's no difference. There's no difference between Jehovah's Witnesses and extreme Islam or anything else as far as their world view. What is the solution to problems? Kill everybody. Just kill everybody that does anything wrong. Extreme punishments. Extreme Islam might be better because maybe they'll cut off your hand, but for Jehovah's Witnesses, the solution is death. You have to kill anyone that's not a Jehovah's Witness, and then anybody from that point on that does anything wrong, they're going to disappear. That's their view of a paradise. Their view of a paradise is a world where everyone has been killed other than Jehovah's Witnesses. God literally somehow kills everybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness, and the only people that are left are Jehovah's Witnesses. That's their view of a paradise. And anybody that does anything wrong after that, they just get killed. God just hits them with lightning or something, and they just end up dead. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. That's their view of a utopian society. People could do that now. You know what I mean? It just would not be anything paradisaic. So if Jehovah's Witnesses think that will create a paradise, why don't you just join a government that's somewhat similar to that? One of those extreme Islamic sects or forms of government that, you know, violence is what's used to solve things. At least you would be in the closest thing to your view of a paradise if you were to do that as a Jehovah's Witness. If you were to join extreme Islam, you would be in the government that is the closest to what you think a paradisaic government would be like. The closest thing to it, you would be in it. So just join that. I mean, I don't see why people like ISIS and these groups, why don't you just convert Jehovah's Witnesses? That's the closest group of people that believe that extremely in quote unquote Christianity, if you can call Jehovah's Witnesses Christian, is Jehovah's Witnesses. They're the closest to ISIS and things like that in their world view, their global world view. Even though the flaw in that worldview is Jehovah's Witnesses have all the same problems. All the same problems. The divorces, the people getting in trouble for theft and doing all kinds of other crimes. All the problems. Jehovah's Witnesses have all the same problems as any other church, except for shunning is their way of closing their eyes to that person and pretending they don't exist, and therefore pretending they don't have that problem. Jehovah's Witnesses are perfect. Why? We just, if somebody has a problem in our group, we just pretend that they don't exist. It's almost symbolic when you think about it. It's almost symbolic that their view of the solution to problems is just to kill whoever has a problem. And their religious practice is to turn your back on anybody or any group of people that has any differences of opinions or anything with Watchtower. Essentially saying, we can't physically kill them, but we can emotionally kill them. Basically, we'll turn our back on them, and they'll be as if they were dead to us. That's what you're living in, and that alone has caused a lot of suicides. I think that Cedars had a video with Let's niece or something like that, and her brother, I believe, killed himself because of living under that type of environment. This is not what Jehovah's Witnesses think is going to be a paradise-like condition. Is not going to be a paradise-like condition. If you have any view that's different, you're worried you're going to die in their view of paradise. The way they currently run things, you're worried about shunning, which is you are as dead to them. So they it's almost like a ceremonial killing of someone. They killed you ceremonially. The ceremony is your own family can't speak to you. It's as if you are dead. Anybody does anything wrong is as if you are dead. Jehovah's Witnesses are wrong. That's not going to make people happy. Number one. Number two, that's not going to solve problems. People will just hide them better. That's not going to solve problems, because in the 100 years Jehovah's Witnesses have been around, their ceremonial execution of people or disfellowshipping of people, pretending they're dead to them, hasn't solved any problems. You just have people who are afraid to express themselves. They go into the Kingdom Hall and everybody says the same cookie cutter thing. They do the same cookie cutter thing. What paradise is this? What type of paradise do you guys think that this is going to be? Anybody with a difference of opinion or anything, well, you're going to end up dead. This is a paradise. So my conclusion is Jehovah's Witness view, their real political view, is worse than any government I'm aware of. It's worse than democracy. Democracy is way better. If you got a difference of view in America, a difference of opinion, to a large extent, if people don't like it, they don't like it, but you can at least, have freedom of speech. And the Jehovah's Witness, quote unquote, what they view as what would be a perfect society, death is the solution to all problems. Anybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness, kill them. Anybody that's a Jehovah's Witness that goes against the grain in their utopian society, kill them. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. 937-789-4029. Shoot a text. We'll discuss it when I get time. X-Wall Kill Bethelite signing out.